To me, when a viewer tries to project his or her own narrative onto the work, it's as if the work is actually living its own life. My work is very much informed by traditional Tibetan Buddhist art techniques. I was born in a family where art practice was quite normal. For example, my dad was trained as an artist by his uncle. And then when I was around 13-year-old, my dad thought that this is an important tradition, it needs to be preserved, and he wanted to hand it down to two of his younger brothers and me. So I would be going to school and learning this traditional art simultaneously. But after having come to America, I came in touch with many other artists, art traditions, museums. It actually gave me a larger picture of the art world. And there are so many experiments that I could do. I was very inspired by how Andy Warhol was working with these icons. And in Tibetan Buddhist tradition, we already have existing icons. So I actually try to play with these same icons in a different way, maybe humanizing them, maybe making them less iconic. Now I'm making only contemporary works. When you go to a new place, you try to bring in your culture, your identity, your background, and sometimes it's very important to preserve this family or cultural tradition that you have been handed down for so many years, and try to preserve it in a minute way, whatever you have, and then pass it down to the next generation. Basically what I do is I take an old thangka as a model and I fragment it in different parts, and I paint them in larger scale, but they remain fragment. They cannot be put together to create a one piece. Probably to me, these fragments represents these small individual families that are trying to preserve the culture. My fragment series are inspired by older thangkas or older objects. Then I came across the image of VMFA's Vajravairava sculpture, and I was stunned, and actually I wanted to capture that same intensity. At the moment, it feels like there's still so much to explore in the contemporary context.